Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is YAHMAD. So we will continue looking at paper 4 from the information technology course. We're looking at the October-November 2022 paper. So if you check out the previous video, we've already started this task, and what we had to do was we had to combine a couple of spreadsheets together and some test scores to create this spreadsheet. So what we have is student IDs, and 1 if they've achieved the mark and 0 if they haven't achieved the mark. These were their answers here, and we had to check them against the mark scheme answers here. So we've done this now. The next stage of this task is to create a database with the same name as a spreadsheet and use this database to present the class results when a user enters the name of a class. So it's really important we remember this point here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this name, right click, go to Access. So we can have the same name for Access. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the two files that we looked at. So students.csv, so this will contain their details like their first name, surname, or given name, okay, and the class as well. And then we'll also import the CSV file or the file that we just created now. So if I go to external data, a new data source from file, let's go to Excel file and import the one we just created now. So this one, press OK. Yep, this is the one we're looking for. Yep, so we want the marks, not the answers or the other ones. So you want the marks. Next. If you go across, you can see hopefully score at the end. Yep, next. Next, make student ID the primary key. Each record should have a unique ID. Okay, close. So there's the marks. And let's now put in a CSV file. So let's go to text file, browse, students, press OK, next. First row contains field names. Next. Choose my own ID and use the student ID. Next and finish. So 232 will match up with 232 here, so to Jessica. So it's going to be a 1-to-1 relationship, not one-to-many. So database tools, let's make the relationship. Add both tables, and you can connect the student ID to the student ID. Click on create, and job done. Now we have that relationship, we can actually create a query using fields from both tables. Okay, so we've done that now. So create a database form named student results to display the results for the selected class. So it's going to be F, the form must look like this. So what is the class? Let me just have a quick look. So create a database form named student results to display the results for the selected class. The form must look like this. Okay, so we've got a form, got the name, ID, class. Okay. Amend the student results form to display this information like this. Right, so let's go ahead and start. Okay. So before we do anything, I'm going to create a query wizard because what we need in the form are these fields here. So we need student ID, given name, surname, and class. And then if we go to the other table, we need all of these marks, including the score. It's going to take a long time, but let's... Do you know what? I should have sent everything across and then sent the student ID back. So I should have done this and then sent that one back. But anyway, we are now nearly done. Okay, next. That's fine, finish. So for the class, what should happen is, if I go back up, we should be able to enter a particular class name. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so we've got FE1 to start off with. So if I go to Home, Design View, if I type in here, just open the brackets, enter class, and then go to run. Then if I type in FE1, it's only going to show me the selection from this class here. Okay, so every time we run this, go back to design view, click on run. If I type in FE2, then it'll show me that one instead. So let me just go back to FE1. Okay, now that we have this information, we now need to create a form. So let's go to create form wizard. So select all of these fields. Next, keep it columnar, as columns. What title do we have at the top? Test 102 results for class. Finish. So even now it's asking me which one, FE1. Yeah, so we've got FE1. Right, this is the interesting part, fun part, some people will say. We need to format this now so it looks like the question paper. So we can move it up like that. Okay, we need to include the class label. So here's a field list. If you can't see it, you click on add existing fields. Just click on class and drag it into here. I don't need this label, so we can cut this label out. We can move the class here. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, so FE1. So now what I'm going to do next is I need to format this. So we've got student ID, given name, surname, and class. So I'll go to design view. Just going to move these down for now. Okay, so student name. Let's have a quick look. So you can see the back color is going to be white. I think by default it should be white. Yeah. And then these boxes, you can see this one needs to be smaller. And then these two boxes, the class and ID, let's just reduce the size of these boxes. And also the name can be reduced as well. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Right, now that we've done that, let me have a quick look. And you can see a slight border around these boxes here. So let's put a border. So if we go to home, format, shape outline, the thickness, you can just choose level of thickness, and we can also choose a particular color. And let's see what this is going to look like. It still looks the same, so let me just make it a little bit more thicker, make it more obvious that we've done this. Maybe that's too thick. We'll leave it as that. We can also come to property sheet. So let me go to form design, property sheet, border width. Let's try 2.5 if that works. Or let's click down here. You go from 2 to 3, it goes from one extreme to another. I'll leave it as it is. Right, the next thing is we're going to need to add a label, question and marks. So we click here. make it black. Okay, and we go up to question 13. So let me just move 14 over here for now. And what we need to do is just reduce the size of these boxes. Let's go and drag them in if we can. And highlight all of these boxes here. And just click on this top corner here and just drag that across. Oh, I do have to do it one by one. Oh, it's going to take a long time, this. Wait, what I'm going to do is highlight all of these at number 4. No, if I just, I'll have to drag by the square on the top. Okay, nearly done. So I'm going to highlight all of these again and just reduce the size. I think that's fine. So let's go to preview, form view. So we've got the marks there, getting closer to where we need to be. This is slightly cut off, so let me just increase the size of that. We decrease the size of this. Okay. We got the boxes, you know, it's not too, I don't think we need to make it any thicker. So let's now move the other boxes and then we can do the last part. So let's put 14 here. And then click on that grey box there and just move that. Okay. And now for all of these. Right, and let me just move it. Actually, that's easier what I've done there. Resize this box as well. Almost done. Obviously, guys, if you're watching this at home, just put a fast forward on this part. Or you skip, obviously. Just the same thing I'm doing. I'm just taking my time to make sure it's right. Here you go. Oops. Done. Okay. Right. So we've done that. That will change according to what class we enter at the start. And notice that's got to be bold as well. And this information looks like it's bold as well. So let's just make it all bold. So let me highlight all of these. Go to home, bold, highlight these ones, bold, and then this one, bold as well. Okay. Right, the next part that we need to do is this condition here. So if the pass mark for test 102 is 13, the pass mark for the test 102 is 13 marks, so 13 out of 25. Students who score 10, 11, or 12 marks may resit the test. Students who score less than 10 marks must retake the test or retake the course. So the pass mark is 13. That's the first part of the condition. Those who score 10 or 11 or 12, let me change that to another color, need to resit the test. Those who score less than 10 must retake the course. Right, let's go ahead and do this. So what we need to do is we need to, where's this going to go? It's going to go above question 14 here. So let me just see. I'm just going to move these more central. I'm just going to put that information here. So what I need to do is go to form design and click on text box. Just make a big box here. I can get rid of this label here. And what I'm going to do here is write my if statement. So what I need to do is basically in Access, you need to type in if, so equals if. And what we're going to say first of all, so let's open up the brackets, score. So score is the field, remember, which contains your total score. If that's more than or equals to, let me see. So if it's 13 or more, basically. So if the score is equal to 13, then we're going to say pass. Speech marks if that's true. And if that's not true, if score, we're going to do this one. If it's less than 10, then we take the course. So if again, score is less than, let me check if it's, less than 10 marks and not equal to, then we need to retake the course. Goes speech mark, comma, and if that's not true, then it's going to be resit. So this would be the false value, reset the test. Close the speech marks, close the brackets. So you won't see anything. One second. Yeah, I've opened up 1, 2 brackets. I need to close another bracket. There we go. And then if I go to view, so this person's passed because they got maximum marks. This person's got to reset the test because they got 12 marks. And yeah, so if it's 10, 11, or 12, then reset. And let's try and find someone who's failed. Retake the course. 7 marks. Yep, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I need to take the box off here. Border style, no border. Transparent. Just move this up a little bit. And I think we need to increase the size of this as well slightly. So we can go backwards and forwards, and you can see that should change accordingly. Okay, so now the last thing that we need to do is if it's going to be a pass, it needs to be green, and if it's not green, it has to be red. So reset or retake the course. So a bit of conditional formatting in Access. So I'm just going to right click on here go to conditional formatting, new rule, if equal to pass, then let's make it green and bold. Okay, and let's add a new rule. If it's equal to, can't remember what I put now. Let me just press OK actually first of all, and just okay. Let me just copy that. If it's equal to the next thing, so Control C. Conditional formatting. So new rule equal to, retake the course, then it can be red, make it bold, and I can see now new rule if it's equal to, let's hit the test, apply, and let's see. So that's green. Yeah, it's working. And there you go. That's the first part or the second part of this paper. Hopefully straightforward, not too complicated. You can move this slightly if you wanted to. So obviously this is a new part, something you may not have done before, but hopefully the rest of it should be what you've learned over the GCSE course. Right, thank you for your time and join me in the next video tutorial. Bye-bye.